So I'm just leaving the office and heading up to our latest listing, which is at 133 Moonlight Drive, which is on the north side of Hillsburg. And I'm going to head up there on my electric bike. And one of the really interesting things about the location of this particular home is it's all the way up Hillsburg Avenue past Big John's Market. And this whole part of town on the north side is going to get a massive redevelopment. So let's go and take a look at our latest listing at 133 Moonlight Drive. The north end of town is getting a lot of new developments. So for example, Hillsburg Avenue, which I'm on at the moment, is undergoing a massive renovation project. It's called the Hillsburg Avenue Improvement Project. And it's basically going to turn what is currently 5 lanes into 2 car lanes and also 2 dedicated bike lanes, which are 10 foot wide for mixed use bicycles and pedestrians. And that should be separated from the cars by a solid barrier, which is just going to be fantastic to enable you to cycle safely all the way from the north side of Hillsburg all the way down into downtown. And then one of the other big changes on the north part of town is we've obviously got that new Hotel Appellation, which is opening up later this year, which is very much a food-centered hotel by the entrepreneur and chef Charlie Palmer, which, as I say, is opening later this year. And then in addition, there's a new park which is going to be opened, which is Sagacio Hills, which is on 38 acres. And this will actually adjoin the Hillsburg Open Preserve. So yeah, whether you want food on your doorstep or access to hiking trails, this new listing on Moonlight Drive definitely has it all. So we're just coming up here to Parkland Farms Boulevard. So I'm going to turn right into this street, and this is on my left-hand side is where Parkland Farms is, which are a lot of very similar houses. So now we're just coming up to Moonlight Drive, and as you can see, you do get a bit of elevation. But the interesting thing is that this home is in an area of a lot of very high-end custom homes. And Moonlight Drive itself is actually a cul-de-sac, which is really nice. So it's just off the main street. So yeah, here we are. So here we are outside 133 Moonlight Drive. And one of the great things about Moonlight Drive is it is actually a cul-de-sac. And one of the things that you notice here is there's a lot of high-end custom homes. So for example, the house next door sold for 2.4 million in 2021. And let's face it, nobody wants to have the most expensive house in any neighborhood. And so this home is in great company with multi-million-dollar homes all around. So this home is a 3-bed and 2.5 bath, just over 2,300 square feet. And it's on a lot which is just over 1/3 of an acre. To be honest, even though it's 3-bed, it lives much bigger because it's got a couple of bonus rooms. So we'll go and take a look inside and check out everything that it's got to offer. So one of the things that you really notice in this living area is not just the light that floods in, but the huge cathedral ceilings, which are really impressive. And then adjacent to the living area, we've got a kitchen with a breakfast bar here, which is great because it's open plan. So while people are hanging out, having their drinks before dinner, then you can obviously join in the conversation. And then the kitchen is sort of really nice, all sort of custom made cabinetry. It's got the pull-out drawers, which once you've had these, you'll never look back. It makes getting things out of the cupboard so much easier. And then we've got, obviously, as you'd expect, we've got a dishwasher, fridge, and it's got a really nice little wine fridge tucked away in here, as well as the double oven, and then the 5-burner stovetop. So yeah, it really is a great kitchen you just imagine working in here. It's got plenty of work surfaces. You've got the couple of sinks. And then one of the other things about it's nice, he's got this little sort of breakfast nook here, which then leads out to the yard. And then just off the kitchen, then we've got the dining room, again, really well situated just off the kitchen. You could easily get a table for 6-8 people in here. And again, it's got like really nice high ceiling. It's got the windows, lots of light coming in. Just a really lovely place to spend the evening with friends and family. So just down the hallway here, we've got a half bath, which is obviously, great to have that on the ground floor with guests. And then the laundry here, again, just, set apart from the main sort of kitchen area. And then through the door to my right here is the double garage. And then as we head back through the living area, through the hallway, then we come to the primary bedroom. So obviously the house is a 2-story house, but it is really great to be able to have a primary bedroom on the ground floor. So that's exactly what we've got here. And it's a really, really pretty little primary bedroom. It's got the doors out to the yard outside, go and hang out there with your coffee in the morning. And then it's got a really huge bathroom with a shower, full tub, with the jets, and then again some more really great custom cabinetry with a huge double vanity, and then obviously through to a large closet at the end of the bathroom. So yeah, let's go and take a look upstairs. So up here we've got 2 bedrooms, another bathroom, and then we've got a couple of bonus rooms as well. So just off to the right at the top of the stairs is a small room, which would be a great little sort of craft room or a place for the kids to do their homework. Yeah, it's just a really great additional space outside of the main rooms in the house. And then at the end of the landing here, we've got two bedrooms and the guest bathroom. And then through one of the bedrooms, we've got another additional space with a bonus room, which is just incredible. So let's go and take a look. So as with the other guest room, really, really well sized. It's got the nice higher ceilings, which are something that you'll see throughout the house. This particular bedroom looks out over the yard. But if you follow me in here, you would never know this room existed. And it really is a good size. I mean, it'd be perfect for, for a kid's playroom. Imagine just a foosball table here. It's got a TV over there. Yeah, it's a great place for, all the kids to do their thing and leave the adults alone. So immediately off the kitchen and the little breakfast area, we can go out to check out the yard. So out here we've got a space which is a great place to put a table, have an evening drink. And it's also got a nice little area up here, which is a good hanging out area. But one of the great things about this home is this side yard just around the corner here, which is a really nice grassy area, which gets an awful lot of sunshine during the day. In fact, the person who built this house, actually, the contractor lived in the house himself, so he built it for himself. And his original plan was actually to put a pool here. But it's a great little additional yard off to the side of the house. Okay, so that is 133 Moonlight Drive. And if you are looking, maybe you're looking in, something in Parkland Farms, but you just don't want the sort of cookie cutter nature of Parkland Farms, then this is a great option. I mean, it's a similarly priced home, but you're surrounded by multi-million-dollar homes. And the important thing is there is no HOA. And because this home is on the north side of Hillsburg, which, as we spoke at the beginning, there's so much development happening here. You've got a great hotel and restaurant nearby. You're going to have a new park here. You've got the existing Hillsburg Preserve with lots of trails. So it really is a fantastic place to look to move to if you're considering moving to Hillsburg and want a well-sized home on a 1/3 of an acre lot. And let's not forget, we're only a 5-minute cycle on an electric bike or a 5-minute drive into downtown Hillsburg. So let's head off down to Hillsburg.